Hi, this is Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and welcome to another episode of Getting to Know a Junkie. Let's get down to business. The junkie we have here with us today is from Chicago, Illinois, and his name is Hector Hernandez. Hector, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Sure. Did you grow up here in Chicago? In the Chicagoland area?
Yeah, I grew up on the south side of Chicago.
Oh, okay.
I grew up on about 60th and Whipple.
Okay.
So I grew up like right near like California and all that.
I know where that is.
I'm a Cubs fan, but I'm from the south side.
Yeah, was that hard growing up as a Cubs fan in that part of the city?
Not really, because I really didn't tell anyone.
Okay. Oh, you were a closeted Cubs fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the opposite. I lived on the north side and like got so much trouble for being a Sox fan, but whatever. It was worth it. You know what? I actually met you one time at, like, not like, formally introduced, at the Kenny Omega signing at Pro Wrestling Tees a couple years ago.
How? Because I was like fourth in line. Where
yeah,
were you?
I was second in line. So I remember like the three other people, because we got there like probably 3 hours before.
Yeah, I got there at about 9 o'clock. It started at like 12.
Yeah, totally. But we were like some of the first people in. Okay. So where in Chicagoland do you live now? How far from the city? Like from downtown?
About 30 minutes. I live in a southwest suburbs called Palos Hills.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been there before.
For the last like 12, 13 years.
And what's that town like?
It's quiet. It's a good place to live. I mean, it's quiet. People here are very nice.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of violence here, so it's good.
Oh, that's a plus, that you can go out and not get shot. Not like some other places. So, what was your first wrestling memory?
My first wrestling memory was, I can't remember what year it was. I think it was like 94, 95. My brother got me into wrestling, and he would always bring home like Blockbuster videos of like wrestling, and I remember he brought home SummerSlam 91, and I watched it, and I haven't stopped watching since. Were
you a little kid when you saw that?
I was about maybe 5, 6.
Oh wow! And you remember it clearly?
Yeah, the match that really hooked me was Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect for the Intercontinental title.
Oh yeah, that was an awesome match. Did your brother, was he older than you?
Yeah, he's older than me. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys watch wrestling together?
He did. I mean, I've watched it and never stopped. I mean, he kind of like grew up and like not followed it as much as I do, but.
But he would go to a show with you if you wanted.
Yeah.
So, sorry, 1 second. Growing up in Chicago, did you have friends who were wrestling fans as well?
No, because I was a closet wrestling fan for a long time.
A closet wreshling fan? Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't really tell anyone that I was a fan until about like 2016.
Oh, really? How'd you live your life like that?
I don't know. I just like did my business, went home and watched wrestling.
I have to admit, I probably was like that too. Like probably when I turned like 14, I became a closeted wrestling fan. And, but then like, as I started getting into my 20s, I started not caring as much what other people thought. And now it's, I have no problem with it. So we have a segment called Show Me Something. Is there something you can show me?
Yeah, so I'm a 8x10 collector.
Okay.
I always told myself that that a picture is worth more than an autograph, but once I got one, I was like, I have to get more autographs. So
yeah.
3 that probably mean the most to me.
Okay.
I was Bret Hart one.
Oh, cool. Did you get that in person?
No, I got it from because virtual signings are the new normal now.
Yeah.
and all these virtual signing ones. And then I got this Tina Dashwood.
Oh, nice.
Most to me because it says never give up, and it's like inscribed to me.
That's awesome. I just was able to interview her at the Impact press conference like 2 weeks ago. She was in character.
We talked about this earlier today, but we couldn't expand more on it. This is the Jimmy Hart one that he sent me.
That's awesome.
So
that's really cool. So why don't you? I have a question. So what's your favorite autograph that you got in person?
Probably I have the All Out poster, and Kenny Omega signed that one just because like that's one of the hardest ones to get.
Sure. Did you have tickets to the Lita signing that got canceled?
No, but I was debating on it because I worked at the time, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna go. But once it canceled, that made it made it a little easier. That pretty much made.
Yeah, you could show up there and have no one sign something for you. So what does wrestling bring to your life as far as happiness, joy?
Well, it's always bring happiness to my life because the way I pretty much describe it to my friends when people ask me like why you watch wrestling, it's like there are people that watch soap operas like Days of Our Lives and all these movies and all this good stuff, and wrestling is basically like my soap opera. You can go watch Days of Our Lives. I'm gonna go and watch wrestling because it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, the excitement, the drama, the storytelling.
Do you know what bothers me is like if like I'm with someone who doesn't watch wrestling or is not a fan or anything. Oh, that's not real. Oh, that doesn't hurt. And I say, do you go to like an action movie and in the theater saying, oh, that could never happen? He could never take that fault. No, you suspend your belief for 2 hours and then enjoy it that way.
You have to watch wrestling in person to understand it, like for real.
Okay, so you've recently been doing some work for Pro Wrestling Junkies. You want to tell me a little about that?
Yeah, so I started last night. I'm the live tweeter for Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite. So
let me just add in real quick that you got rave reviews. I'm not just saying that. From what I read, people were really psyched about that performance. But go on. I'm sorry.
So as you're watching the shows, I'm the one tweeting on the Pro Wrestling Junkies Twitter as the show's going on.
So how many tweets do you think you shot out last night?
Like 10.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get a lot of like traction at first, but I was talking to Jacob, and he's like, just use more hashtags. And
did that work?
Yeah, it worked, and I was actually like tagging the wrestlers in the posts.
I should start doing that. So and it went really well on your end. You didn't feel like stressed, like trying to get stuff out?
No, because I had done my research on the show and had a whole bunch of stuff planned out. Like at this time I'm gonna tweet this, at this time I'm gonna tweet that.
Yeah. So it worked out great. And so what's the next one you're doing? Friday night?
SmackDown tomorrow night.
Okay. What about Bound for Glory?
I'm not much of an Impact guy.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, I have nothing against it. I just can't get into it. I mean, that's when Tessa left.
That was it for you?
Yeah.
And so can you talk about Jimmy Hart, your relationship?
Okay, so yeah, he's always been good to me. What happened, I got connected to him. I follow him on Instagram, and I added you on Instagram last night, so I don't know if you had a chance to look at my posts, but
no.
A majority of them are like Jimmy Hart like appreciation posts. And basically what happened is that I commented on a post. I can't remember what it was, but I commented, and he's very, very interactive with his fans. So he'll just go through and look on everything, and he he replied to my post because when you tweet or you like something,
Yeah.
you make a comment to them and hope they respond.
Sure.
Well, I got a response, and I asked them because it was right in the middle of like when COVID first happened and everything locked down. That I would love to meet you and some 8x10s in the future when this is all over. And then he sent me 2 8x10s, this one, and then I have a signed 8x10 of him solo.
Okay.
And he gave me a follow.
Oh,
so
really?
That's pretty much why like half of my Instagram is Jimmy Hart, just because
Well, it's nice to hang your hat on.
I appreciate that, and like these times have been really hard on me because I've struggled, lost my job and all that stuff. So
yeah, God,
it's nice to know that I have him in my corner.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was talking about this with someone today, like how this Pro Wrestling Junkies group is just very inclusive and warm, and it's been great during COVID and through the summer and everything. That's been great, a nice outlet to have.
Yeah.
Do you have any interests outside of wrestling?
I have. I'm involved with the summer camp for people with physical disabilities.
Okay.
Because I have a disability with myself,
and
it's basically a year, a week summer camp where adults with physical disabilities like myself can go and do normal camp activities that probably somebody that doesn't have the limitations that a lot of us have can do, like horseback riding, swimming, rock climbing, and all that good stuff. So I spend most of my time trying to raise money for them because at some point everything is virtual now. Everything that we've been doing is virtual, but at some point we would love to have normal camp. So I've been trying to raise money and just stay active in that.
Is the camp in the summer?
Yes.
Typically, and where is it?
It's in Bloomington, Normal.
Oh, okay.
That's in Illinois, right by Illinois State.
Oh, cool. All right, nice. And how long have you been involved with that?
10 years.
Oh, wow. All right. We're going to jump to some quick questions. Just 2. Favorite wrestler currently and favorite wrestler of all time?
Favorite wrestler of all time is definitely Macho Man.
Okay.
I never saw him wrestle in person.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm a big fan of 80s wrestling, and obviously I wasn't born in the 80s, but I've heard you say before that you're a big 80s fan. Do you remember those home coliseum videos with Sean Money?
Totally.
I love those with all my heart, and I'm pretty sure that I've seen every single video that they ever released.
Do you have WWE Network?
Yeah. So
see, they in the last year maybe they put them all on there.
Yeah.
So that's been great. But I remember when my dad came home from the video store with Coliseum Video, Hulk Hogan, and then the other one was bloopers and body slams or something. Those were the first 2 DVDs I'd ever seen. Quick thing, based on you telling me about Blockbuster, I moved to Champaign in March, and I went to the public library. It's a gold mine. You would not believe how many wrestling DVDs they have there and books. I mean, WWE Network has everything, but sometimes they don't put the compilations they do, like Roddy Piper's unreleased matches, and so I've been getting a ton from the library. All right, enough about me. Currently, sorry about that tangent.
Currently, I got to go with the Fiend.
What was that?
I got to go with the Fiend.
Good choice.
I've been a big fan of Bray Wyatt since he started, but as soon as he hit the Fiend, I've loved every second of it. I got a little scared at the beginning because when it came out with the Firefly Funhouse, I didn't really like.
Yeah.
But as the character evolved, I kind of see where they were going. So I'm kind of happy that it worked out.
Good choice. All right. Best show you've been to?
So I didn't start going to shows until 2018.
Okay.
I've been a fan for like 20 years, but one of the biggest reasons that I didn't really go to shows, finding handicap accessible seats for an event is like really hard.
Like, can you get those just like normally on Ticketmaster? Like when you're buying?
I can, but a lot of venues have limited seating. So I'm a diehard WWE guy. And WWE always runs the Allstate Arena, but the Allstate Arena only has 2 sections for WWE events.
Yeah, that's right.
So when I started going to shows, I started to realize that I can get tickets by getting the pre-sale code or whatever. But my favorite show of all time is All In, for sure.
Yeah.
We Chicagoans have kind of been spoiled. We had All In, All Out, and then Revolution, all 3, and they were all great. But if I had to pick one, it would be All In, just because I don't think that kind of atmosphere can never be duplicated. Having all those promotions in one building, having all those matches at one time, I mean, that was an amazing experience. And I would love for them to release a DVD, but with all those stars from different companies. I don't know if that'll.
Yeah, it's be hard to get everybody on the same page.
But I'm still wishing for it. But if I had to pick one, it would be All In.
Okay, that was an awesome one. I wish I went to that.
The friend I went with. Something that I kind of wanted to mention.
Sure.
The friend that I went with did the CM Punk meet and greet the day before. And I know you were there because I was snooping through your photos.
Yeah, I was there, totally.
Did you look through the photos? Do you remember the dog? And there was a service dog in the photo.
Kind of, yeah.
Because he was with me like when we were in line for Kenny Omega, because we've done all the shows together. Revolution, All In, and All Out. That's his dog.
Oh, really?
When he's a diehard CM Punk fan, so he's on all the CM Punk events. But when for all in weekend, I didn't go, but I kind of missed it. But when he went up there, the dog got excited and jumped on CM Punk and knocked him down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, what did you do? But the next day, because Pro Wrestling Tees released the photos and everybody saw the dog. We did the Flip Gordon all out party before the show started.
Oh yeah. How was that?
So we were sitting there hanging out, and everybody wanted to come like pet the dog, say hi to the dog because they saw him from the photos.
Oh, that's funny. Became a celebrity.
He's on all the shows with us, so he's basically a wrestling dog.
That's hilarious. All right, Hector, I'm going to let you go soon, but do you have time to play a Would You Rather game?
Sure.
Just 3 questions. Would you rather? All right. Would you rather spend a week in prison or a week alone in the desert?
A week in prison, because at least I know I would have food.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Would you rather have a staring contest with a cyclops or a horse?
A horse. Okay. I like horses.
Okay. Would you rather wear a football helmet all the time or your underpants over your pants all the time?
My underwear over my pants is just because I feel that my underwear is cool if I have to show it.
Yeah, I guess you could make it, or you could get like denim underpants and wear them on jeans. All right, good. Thank you for answering those 3 questions. Is there anything you want to share before we part ways?
No, you could just follow me on Instagram at hhector575. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter with at Hector HH22. And my friend's dog also has an Instagram, and you can follow him at the one and only Solar.
Oh,
So
cool.
if you want to follow the dog, they can.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to. And everyone can on Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite. You can see Hector live tweeting on Twitter. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time on this Thursday evening, and I will look for you on Twitter tomorrow night during SmackDown.
I'll be there.
All right, Hector. Thanks so much. Have a great night and take care. And we'll look for you on Twitter.
You too. Talk to you soon.
All right. Take care, brother.